Welcome to session 11. I'm Julie Cantwell and going to look at the practitioner as a therapy, actually being the medicine. This quote will introduce today's lecture. To me, the ideal doctor would be a man endowed with profound knowledge of life and of the soul, intuitively divining any suffering or disorder of whatever kind and restoring peace by his mere presence. Henry Amiel. What this is saying that naturopaths can facilitate healing, no matter what medicines, remedies, treatments or advice that we give. Beyond that, just being there for the client, truly listening and understanding them and trusting themselves as their own healer can be very rewarding and very helpful for clients in their own healing journey. Let's have a look at the session overview. We'll look at self-development as a practitioner. So that's looking at the history of the wounded healer back to Greek mythology, and as healers, how we can continue to work on our own suffering, and by doing this we become more empathetic and more understanding when we're treating others. Walking the talk. This is truly believing in what you do and in your clients and what they can do for their own healing. Rhonda will come in and talk about the patient-practitioner relationship and the healing journey. I'm looking forward to going through this session with you all. Another quote, Plato, the father of Western philosophy, stated that the most skillful physicians, rather than being models of good health, are those who have suffered from all sorts of illnesses. This is showing us that as students of naturopathy, often you may have been drawn to this profession because of self-healing, because of working as a carer and helping healing in others. Whatever has directed you to this, be aware it is a journey of self-healing, of self-discovery through the various subjects that you do. You may come up with some emotional and physical challenges, so I invite you for self-examination and self-healing to become the competent healer that you want to become. Let's go back to Greek mythology. The centaur. Nowhere is the intrinsic fusion of health and illness more vividly illustrated than in this fable. Chiron was injured by an arrow from Hercules. Because of this, he was wounded and became known as the legendary healer. Chiron was a centaur, half man and half horse. And as I said, he was injured by Hercules from an arrow after a fight. And in this battle, he was wounded in the knee. Because the arrow tip bore poison, it was incurable. Chiron thus could not be cured, nor could he die, since he was immortal. So this figure has become the immortal but wounded, carrying within himself godlike and mortal at the same time. He then received and taught heroes their tasks. He is also known as one of the founding fathers of medicine. Carl Jung used this Greek mythology, Asclepius, and he was one of the healers that Chiron instructed. It is important to think of these wounded healer archetypes that actually suggest healers' own wounds, and they can be very curative when taken in treating clients. Goethe, once again an old philosopher, wrote that our suffering prepares us to appreciate the suffering of others. The therapist's own past or present wounds can facilitate empathetic connections with our clients. So through these early illustrations of wounded healers, we can understand reasons for healing ourselves and acceptance that we also, as healers, have our own wounds. I thought I'd read this to you. It's quite important that wounding in itself does not produce the potential to heal. Rather, it's generated through the process of recovery. Thus, more healers can understand their own wounds and journeys of recovery, the better positioned they are to guide others through such a process, while recognising that each journey is unique, ourselves and our clients. Carl Jung said, "A good half of every treatment that probes at all deeply consists in the doctor's examining himself. It is his own hurt that gives a measure of his power to heal. This is nothing else, and is the meaning of the Greek myth of the wounded physician." Carl Jung used this notion of the wounded healer when he was looking at becoming a practitioner or treating others. The act of acknowledging or owning that we are wounded healers can be a turning point. This primitive understanding of medicine would lead us to a new sense of solidarity with our patients. As far as leading to our better world, I think by understanding this meaning of the wounded healer will help cohesiveness and solidarity within the world itself. No man is a good doctor who has never been sick himself. This is a Chinese proverb that's very appropriate to what we've been talking about today. Just to quickly go through the inquiry into integral medicine, which is an article that's connected to this session. And this article offers a personal inquiry into integral medicine and various threads of self-exploration. It looks at awakening to the gift and responsibilities inherited in actually being alive. And we awaken to see ourselves as part of the whole, with responsibilities to heal ourselves and to serve all. To become a healer, we don't just go through a degree course, what you're doing as naturopaths. You go through a journey, a healing journey, your own quest for help. To be able to sit with another in clarity, compassion, and humility. True healers embrace the paradoxes of their role. They simultaneously work to reduce suffering while also honouring the gifts and opportunity that suffering brings. The awakening, wisdom and clarity born from the illness. While we work with clients to enhance their vitality and develop capabilities within themselves, we also appreciate the perfection of all the individual has at this very moment. So in some ways there's a paradox. With each of us is a healer, and with each of us a client or patient. And with our clients, they all have that healer within themselves, and also they're there as a client to be guided, to be educated, and to be assisted in their healing journey.